14-1906, repealing. This is related to solid waste practices.
And I think I'm going to handle that. So this is an ordinance during our negotiations with Waste Management, that whole process, we determined that chapter... Okay.
Got it?
Got it.
Boy, am I looking forward to that. Really, we got chairs at the start.
That's right. We're working our way there.
So Chapter 8.04 of the Municipal Code deals with solid waste collection. That current section of the code is outdated, so we've drafted a new Chapter 1402 that's going to replace 804 that'll take care of those deficiencies. So the recommended action will be to adopt solid waste ordinance 1906.
Can you give us the 10-cent tour of what changed between the existing policies?
Basically, they both required mandatory, inclusion, and so any resident has to sign up for solid waste services. The major changes have to do with, obviously, the rates, which are included in, I think it's Exhibit A, and then the container requirements. It basically states that each citizen has to have a container, and then the service provider will provide those containers at their option. If they select not to do that, then they still have to provide a container. And those were really the two major changes, rates and container requirements.
And the rates we're adopting into the ordinance, or we...
Yes. I think it's exhibits.
Don't we normally do it in a... I guess not part of the fee schedule. No, right? Okay.
Because we change it every year.
Okay. Questions from council? Councilman Putnam.
I see definitions for single family and definitions for multifamily as being 3 or more units. There's no definition for duplex. Where do duplexes fit in?
I believe we covered this during the negotiations, and the duplexes were included as single family, and multifamily was anything larger than a duplex, essentially. So yeah, multifamily complex is 3 or more attached or unattached units.
Okay. Then follow-on question to that, this defines a single-family residence then as being that are built individually for solid waste collection. And I know at least some of our duplexes in town have dumpsters, not individual buildings. Is that going to be a problem? Yeah.
Huh.
I'm not sure if they still do. I know the one behind me.
I only know
did.
fourplexes have those.
The one behind me did until very recently. I'm not sure if they still do or not.
That's a good question. I will, because really what we're trying to do is make this coincide with the contract.
Existing practice.
Yeah, and existing practice. So I will go back and button that up. Good comment.
Other questions from council? Without objection, to next week's agenda, as long as we can get an answer to that one?
Yep.
Perfect. Thank you very much.
Mm-hmm.
Next is the public waste, or solid waste, public hearing findings of fact. Is that you?
That's also me. So during the whole process of selecting a new waste service provider, we have this findings of fact, we have a process, and we want to document what the council decided through findings of fact. We did that in, I believe it was July 13th, the last time we issued, or the council issued the findings of fact. After that time, Murray's brought up some issues, I think you all remember, with regards to the actual service costs. So we postponed and deliberated some more over that issue, and so these supplemental findings documents the council decision with respect to the rates issue, and then also the final conclusions, what council did about 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks. I I've lost track of time, anyway. It's supplemental findings to document the council's action.
Questions from council? And this is just a simple motion at the next meeting?
Correct.
Without objection, we'll move forward.